Could you repeat the first question?
No worries. I can definitely reframe that. Let me ask you this. How do you think Jesus' teachings on money and possessions challenge our modern understanding of wealth?
Well, in the Old Testament, the people were required to offer all the necessary offerings to God, such as tithes and other offerings, other contributions. However, in the New Testament, even after offering all the required offerings, we must store up our treasures in heaven.
That's a great point. It really highlights how the New Testament calls for a deeper, more heart centered approach to our possessions. Instead of just meeting a requirement, it's about aligning our hearts with eternal values. What do you think are some practical ways we can store up treasures in heaven in our daily lives?
So, to store our treasures in heaven, we must prioritize using our wealth to contribute to the need of the church, fellow pastors, and fellow Christian members.
Absolutely. Supporting our church community and those in need around us is such a meaningful way to live out that principle. It's a great way to keep our focus on eternal values rather than just earthly gain.
Right. Another question, please.
Sure. Thinking about Jesus' teachings on not serving both God and money, how do you think we can practically recognize and avoid the tracks of materialism in our everyday lives?
So we must keep in mind the eternal consequence, eternal nature of our soul. Though our physical beings will perish after death, our spiritual beings are gonna live forever, whether in heaven or hell. So remembering these truths helps us uh, helps us use our wealth according to the New Testament law Jesus has fulfilled.
That's a really thoughtful perspective, and it definitely shifts our focus from temporary things to what truly lasts. It also makes us more intentional about how we use our resources. I'm curious, how do you think this understanding of eternal priorities can influence our daily decisions, even in small ways?
So like instead of using money for our personal desires or wants, we can you can use them to serve the church and community. For instance, when the church is in financial need for constructing, renovating the building or renovating the facility, we can make contributions instead of using what we have saved for our personal use.
I love that practical example. It really shows how we can make a difference by redirecting our resources towards something that benefits the whole community and aligns with those eternal values. It really is about being intentional with every opportunity we have, even the small ones.